If you have any plans in Savannah, it's going to be warm, but otherwise I don't see many issues. Overnight, though, those temperatures will fall through the 80s into the 70s. And if you're going to be waking up early on Saturday morning, it will be a mild and muggy start. Now, a couple of interesting things going on as far as our current weather setup is concerned. Big area of high pressure over southern Louisiana, but then maybe the more interesting thing is actually this little area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms in the eastern Gulf, just offshore of Florida. That is associated with a tropical disturbance, and we're going to talk much more about that here in just a moment. Over the weekend, though, it's all about the heat and humidity. Not too bad to start on Saturday. Notice we're in the 70s, but we warm up quick. By the afternoon hours, already going to be seeing those highs rocket into the mid, even upper 90s potentially. And when you factor in the humidity, it will be feeling like the triple digits area-wide. Lots of spots likely going to feel like 105 plus during those peak heating hours. So can't rule it out of the question that we may see a few more heat advisories issued for tomorrow. If you have any outdoor plans, you want to mow the grass, even hit the pool, best time to do it might be in the morning to avoid the worst of the heat. Now, as far as rain chances go, don't look like a big issue at all much of tomorrow. The morning hours mostly sunny. As we get into the afternoon hours, maybe we try to fire up an isolated shower or thunderstorm, whether inland or potentially along the sea breeze. But even if we do get anything, by the time we get to the evening hours on Saturday, coverage should fade out. All right, let's talk about the tropics here. A couple of things going on. We'll start first with the disturbance. Again, currently located in the eastern Gulf. The National Hurricane Center actually did up the chance of development over the next 7 days to 30% on this potential system, forecasted to drift to the north. That's where kind of some of the questions come in. There is going to be a brief window for development, so this thing could potentially try to develop into our next named storm. That's what we'll have to watch, but models still split. Most right now have this thing starting to drift to the west. A couple, though, still trying to maybe bring it into portions of the panhandle of Florida. If it does the second option, we have to watch it a little bit closer, but if it goes west, likely not going to be as much of a concern for us, but it will definitely be a big rainmaker along the Gulf Coast. Now, talking about the rest of the tropics, one other area to monitor, and that is a disturbance located just south of the Cabo Verde Islands. That one, though, not going to be a big issue. It will fade out. 10-day forecast, Savannah and inland locations. Temperature-wise, hot this weekend, but then you notice those rain chances going to increase as we get into next week. That'll heavily depend on what that potential tropical system does do. Over on the islands and beaches, more of the same. Again, low 90s for the highs, but when you factor in the humidity, going to be feeling like triple digits over the weekend. Rain chances, though, increase into Monday, and those highs going to stay above average all the way through next week. If you want to take our area's certified most accurate forecast with you on the go, all you got to do